Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Giants and the Eagles, all that and more, coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys...
First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And what a great game that was to watch last week because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
Jones looking to throw right away. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Jones. This one to Slayton over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing Jones. His throw incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown, Giants! Isaiah Hodgins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rest as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Second down, back to Sanders. And some room to work. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. It's a second down run with Sanders. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Throwing on first down, Jones. That's complete downfield to James. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Richie James, 44 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking, trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how many often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly or this might be their last game. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Hassan Reddick, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact brought the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run with Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have now moved out in front. Well, that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Off play action. Jones. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And it's hauled in by Nick Vannett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown! Quez Watkins from 8 yards out. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it running right. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run with Sanders, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas got it. A 5-yard touchdown.
Selma, man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Touchdown, Giants! Gano for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 174 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Now Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive. It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Throwing Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, and he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Hurts will throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now on 1st and 10. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. No gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meeting the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they take a knee. Well, the Eagles season will continue